Ooh, very nice.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's a very exciting day. I received my rear shocks. So this is the Fox DHX2 Coil shock. It's going to replace my old RockShox Deluxe. So when I bought the bike, there were two upgrades that I wanted to make. One is the rear shock and the other one are the brakes. The brakes are still the stock ones. They're not too great, but not too bad either. So I'll leave it for a little longer. But today is all about replacing the rear shock. So we're going to pre-configure the rebound and compression, install it and ride it. Woo, let's do this. Alright, let's have a look what's in the box. Alright, a Fox sticker. Nice. Tuning guidelines. Always handy. Good. And obviously the shocks. Nice. Nice and shiny. Right, so let's put on the spring. So you first have to remove this ring here, this spring if you like. Then you can remove this and put the spring on. Cool, let's do this. Alright, let's remove this little spring. Alright, so this comes off. Now we can remove this one. Make sure this goes back in this way. Alright, so here is the spring. I used the Fox spring rate calculator and I determined I need the 400. However, not sure, it could well be a little bit too light. I may need a 450, so yeah. Keep an eye out on Marketplace. You may see the spring on there if it doesn't work out. But we'll find out once we actually start riding it. Okay, let's put the spring on. Whoops. That. And this. Alright, nice. Alright, so the spring is on, and according to the Fox guidelines, we have to tighten this preloader until the coil does not move anymore, which is about like this. And then you have to turn it one full rotation. One full rotation, which is about this. Alright, so I'm using the Fox guidelines to tune the shock before I install it, and this little table will determine what the settings are. So first of all, let's say look at your rear wheel travel. In my case it's 170 mil, and the shock travel, which is 60 mil, so I'm sitting a little bit in this range here. So I have to look at the orange table. So you go to the next page, it has 3 tables. So in my case, I look at table B, the orange one. I go to my spring rate, which is 400, and it tells me I need to adjust the high, low compression and rebound between the 8 and 11 clicks. So what it means is I need to turn the damper adjusters to the full closed position, which means I have to turn them clockwise. And once they stop, I count back and make between the 8 and 11 clicks. And that would give you a default and recommended settings. Obviously, once you start riding, you make some small adjustments until it is in a way that it meets your preferences. So, okay, let's first start with adjusting the dampers all the way back so they closed. Alright, so you need 2 Allen keys to make the adjustments in 3 and a 6 mil. So first of all, I'm gonna close them completely. So I'm going clockwise. And that's one. And that's 2. Alright, now I'm going back and I'm gonna count 10 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the rebound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. Okay. All right. So it's preset. Now we're going to install it. All right. Let's put the bike in the stands. So we're going to remove the old one, considering it is a air shock. I need to relieve the air first. All right, that will do. So it's a little bit inconvenient how Specialized placed it, but I can just reach this. Okay, that's good. Obviously, you're going to reuse this mounting hardware. Okay. So we're going to put this one back on. Yeah, it fits nicely now. Okay, here we go. I put the ball back in. I'm not tightening the bolt completely. I'll leave it in a bit like this. I'll put these bolts back in and then we tighten everything. Okay, let's put the bolt back. So I'm using some Loctite on the bolts so that they don't come undone. Not too much, just a little bit. And this is it. So installation is fairly straightforward, but with the Fox, yeah, the tuning will take a little bit of time. You really need to ride it, and based on the feedback, playing a little bit around with the high and low settings of the compression and rebound. Let's see how we go. Alright guys, that's all for the installation. Fairly straightforward. I pre-tuned it as per the Fox guidelines, install it, and the next step is a field test. Let's do this.